Not only did she see the potential inside, but Mary Kay empowered women with her strong belief. Mary Kay often said, "There's something special about every person you meet, and you are called to help them see it and believe it." That is the most powerful lesson Betty Gilpatrick learned from Mary Kay.
Financial insecurity was a big factor from my childhood all the way until I began my Mary Kay business. My dream was that one day I wouldn't have to worry about money or say I can't afford that. My greatest dream was to be so financially secure that I could help others who were struggling, especially my family. However, the self-confidence and the belief in myself that I've gained because of my Mary Kay journey have truly changed my life forever and for the better. That's the real dream come true story. She showed us what the power of a dream could do, especially when you had unwavering belief and the courage to reach for it. I've had the privilege of being mentored by Mary Kay herself and so many others who've instilled that belief in me. My mission has been to honor them by paying it forward and passing it on to everyone who comes in my space, especially the women in my area. And that's what I say to every one of you here today. You can do it. My dream for my area has been to build a family of strong, loving, ambitious, highly successful women. I believe that love and laughter, respect and grace have created such a bond among them that they'll always encourage each other to continue to grow, succeed, and fulfill their potential. I hope to leave a legacy of women empowering women with belief. That has been the greatest gift of my Mary Kay business.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Independent National Sales Director Betty Gilpatrick, escorted by her husband Jim. Celebrating with Betty on stage is future executive senior sales director Carol B. White. And now, Betty, would you share your thoughts?
Good afternoon. To borrow a phrase from Senior National Sales Director Emeritus Sandy Miller, Mary Kay, how did you know? How did you know that I was heartbroken from living in my circumstances without a vision and hope for my future? And Mary Kay, how did you know that my confidence was gone and that I so desperately needed someone to believe in me so that I could believe in myself? All doubt that God's hand is on this company and that He has a plan for my life is gone. Because here I stand today with the confidence to relaunch, to borrow another phrase from Jan Harris, and to launch into a new phase of my life, filled with hope and belief that I can do it. Mary Kay said that there are only two things I had to do to be successful. Get started and don't quit. Seems pretty simple, right? It turns out the get started part was the easy part, although I didn't think so at the time. Don't quit was the challenge. But a lot of God first, family second, career third, along with the golden rule philosophy, got me through the rough patches. Exceptional mentors, true friends, and lots of laughter helped too. There were many turning points and things I'm so grateful for, but what I'm most grateful for is the time I was able to spend with the woman, Mary Kay. The first time I met her was at DIQ Week in Dallas in 1980. When she looked into my eyes and said my name, I cried all over her. It wasn't pretty. She had to do all the talking. I had nothing to say that made any sense. Later on, I'm sure I made a huge impression on her when I tried to take a look behind her ears to see if she'd had a facelift. After all, I am from New York. She caught me, and she smiled, and in the softest voice you could imagine, she said, "It's okay. You're not the first, and you won't be the last." The first time I felt her compassion was at seminar 1985 when my precious grandmother was dying. She knew, without my saying a word, that something was wrong. And so when I told her that I felt like I should go home, she took my face in her hands and she said to me, "I am a grandmother too, and I know that your grandmother would want you to stay here and receive the hard-earned recognition." The first time I really had a conversation with her was when she was my tour partner through Windsor Castle in 1992 on the top director trip. She was just like all of us, in total awe. But she definitely thought much bigger than I did. She couldn't understand why Mary Kay Travel hadn't arranged lunch for all of us around that big round table in the state dining room. Her sense of humor was always there, ready to burst out, and she just loved to spring it on my husband, Jim. Every morning on the Prestige trip to Dublin, she'd try to tell him a joke that he'd never heard before. I don't know if it's his favorite or her favorite, but she would say, "I belong to Exercisers Anonymous." And then she would just wiggle her little pinky. My only regret is that she passed away before my MSD debut, so she wasn't able to administer my oath. But I had seen that in my mind so many times that I knew she was with me. There have been so many lessons learned along the way, but they all come down to these two. Belief is the answer, and belief is a decision I had to make every day, sometimes many times a day. Even though I had a great desire to become a national sales director, I was filled with fear, and I was waiting to feel good enough, waiting for proof that I was a good leader, waiting for the women in my unit to step up, waiting for the belief to come, waiting for God to show me, and then I would believe. Can you relate? I was just one critical decision away from my dream come true. I had to decide to believe in me and to believe in my dream, and not just when I was winning, but when I felt I was losing too, all the time. What are you waiting for? Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. And countless breathtaking moments came in my beauty case, including this one today here on this stage. I know you sometimes wonder in your heart of hearts, is it worth it? Yes, 1,000 times yes, it is worth it. My great-grandfather saw many impossible changes in his nearly 100-year lifespan. And I feel the same way about my Mary Kay journey. You know, starting with one-size-fits-all skincare, and we all looked a little orange because there were only 3 shades of foundation, to that beautiful, customized, perfect skincare for every age and every skin stage. You know, we said we'd never have lipstick tubes. You know, we'd never have powder eyeshadow. We would always be using that water. So many changes. And I can't even imagine how many more things will change over the next 50 years. But that's only on the outside. The heart and soul of Mary Kay will remain on the inside if we keep our center, which is Mary Kay's dream, Mary Kay's principles, belief in ourselves, belief in the women that have been entrusted to our care by God, then no matter how many things change, many years from now, we'll still recognize our Mary Kay and we'll recognize each other. I believe in you, so does every national sales director and member of this company. And the greatest gift you can give yourself is the decision to receive and accept that belief and pass it on to the women who will come after you. Because after all, that's all Mary Kay ever asked us to do. She always said that she was just an ordinary woman with extraordinary determination. Well, I don't know if I believe that. I thought she was pretty extraordinary. But what I know for sure is that the environment she created of support, of friendship, of challenge, of encouragement and celebration, of unlimited opportunity, empowerment, and most of all, love, is truly an extraordinary environment. Yes, when we begin our Mary Kay journeys, we are ordinary women. But this experience changes us. It gives each of us the chance to become extraordinary. You have the ability, you just have to use it. You have the talent, you just have to believe it. Don't fear the challenges, don't fear the changes, the potential for failure. Instead, be afraid of not trying, of not growing, of not believing, and most of all, of not changing your life and countless others. My heart is overflowing with gratitude. To my sister NSDs, thank you for accepting me, embracing me, teaching me, loving me to success, as Mary Kay always told us to do. I know you'll continue to deliver Mary Kay's message of hope, hard work, integrity, and love. To my sister sales directors, don't wait to believe, don't wait to be great. You already have everything you need. To my husband, Jim, God blessed me the day I met you. You're my heart and my perfect partner. To my family, my parents who are no longer with me here, I believe they're watching with Mary Kay today. And for my special friends for cheering me on. To my Senior National Sales Director, Pam Gruber, thank you for believing in me and for teaching me to laugh at myself. To my recruiter, Carol B. White, thank you for opening the door to a life filled with dreams come true. To the Gilpatrick area directors, consultants, and cousins, thank you for allowing me the privilege of leading you. I love you forever. We are family, and I'm so proud of you. To David and Daryl, to our corporate staff, NSD services, sales development, and countless employees, thank you for your work, your dedication, your unwavering belief in us, and your love. And to our beloved Mary Kay, how did you know? Thank you.
Present Betty with her gift. And with Betty's area members, please stand for a warm round of applause. Let's give a warm round of applause for brand new National Sales Director Emeritus, Betty Gilpatrick.